Hello everyone, welcome to another audio commentary by me, Tightrope. Today we've got a match between BananasInPajamas and Sage6. Found this one on the replay section of COH2.org. Sage6 uploads quite a few replays there, so I thought I might try this one out. He said he's going for a non-meta strategy, so we'll have to see how that goes. He has Soviet Industries, mechanized support and guard motor available as his commanders, and BananasInPajamas has already picked scavenge. So that's an interesting selection. We saw Soviet Industries at this most recent 1v1 tournament. Barton used it on this map, the winter version of this map. However, to some effect, I think it was against Outlaw Star maybe? Anyone. But Barton went for a whole bunch of common engineers in that match, so we're not seeing the same thing from Sage6 here so far. And it looks like BananasInPajamas has rushed his SturmTigerSage6 into this house at the exit point for Sage6's troops. And these conscripts are, for some reason, not even firing at this house, though the SturmTigerSage6 seem to be firing at them, which is curious. I don't know why that's happening, but I don't think Sage6 has noticed that they're not firing. At the same time, these combat engineers have capped the fuel. Now making a play for this top munitions and VP, while this other squad of conscripts is going to try to connect the dots. And it looks like BananasInPajamas has cycled his SturmTigerSage6 out of the house and put some Volksgrenadiers in there instead. Which is wise, as Volksgrenadiers better at long range, be able to do a lot more damage on the approach, and he needs his SturmTigerSage6 to do some damage in the close range engagements around these houses and choke points and blind corners and so on. Sage6 finally decides to move the squad of conscripts from here, and instantly they get chased off. And we've got some sandbags down here on this point from Sage6 as well.
Supplies to the enemy.
BananasInPajamas tries to get this cut off here, but he'll be forced to retreat back into the building. And conscripts are set up on this side as well. Tried a bit of a pincer maneuver, but now Sage has all the buildings. Oh, Molotov there from Sage6 early. Both houses, so that's good. This is a good map for Molotovs, and Sage is already putting them to use. He's got power in numbers here. 3 conscripts versus 2 Volks, and he's putting in some good damage. And I think BananasInPajamas would be wise to disengage here. It's just far too many conscripts for him to deal with. And there we go, Sage6 has also managed to cap the whole top of the map. But he's got plenty of resources coming in. Might see another Molotov here. Yep, here we go. It's a good dodge there from BananasInPajamas, but he'll probably have to retreat those SturmTigerSage6 quite soon as they're down to only 2 models. Here comes some more conscripts. They're going to jump into the house. No, they're going to. This is just a large amount. Oh, and wow, the SturmTigerSage6 he cut down on retreat. He was a bit slow. I mean, they were still just slightly over half health. I guess he thought he would have gotten away with that, but no. They had to retreat along this road in the negative cover. Always got to be careful with that. And these conscripts are also getting super low. They'll be lucky to escape. And they don't. Molotov once again. This is a bloody engagement right here in the center of the map. Oh, wow. It's a bit of a case of who's going to retreat first there, but it's retreat chicken. And BananasInPajamas wins it. He did have another squad arriving to reinforce, and we've got a squad of Jaegers coming in. I don't know if he popped that out of a building or not. I imagine he popped it out of this one. I missed that. And map control though, Sage6 has got just about the whole map, putting BananasInPajamas at quite a large disadvantage, especially in terms of munitions. We see that Sage is not putting up, or hasn't put up any tech buildings yet, but with such a large munitions disadvantage, I can imagine him trying to get a scout car and maybe a flame squad, as BananasInPajamas doesn't really have enough munitions for him. The old Panzer Shreks. The old Shrekies. And this squad of conscripts is running into the corner of the map. Not often you see units get chucked down here, but it's playing a bit of ring around the rosy around the map. Yeah, there's a big house here. I didn't even know this house was here. It's so rare that you see anything get down to this part of the map. And now, at least he forced both of these Volkswagen squads to run around down here, wasting a huge amount of time, committing 2 squads to 1. These conscripts trying to hoorah, close the distance, but against 2 squads, even with green cover, they're probably going to lose this engagement. Jaegers are supposed to be quite good at long range. What's going on at top? Another squad of Jaegers, so he's gone 3 squads of Jaegers. That's quite a lot of Jaegers here from BananasInPajamas early. And he hasn't built any, hasn't tech either. So we see support weapons from Sage6. He's not trying to capitalise on the early game munitions advantage. And he's chucked up a fuel cache there. Yep, fuel cache on his cutoff. This is not a bad spot to put it. Well, we've got an engagement down here. Conscripts versus Volksgrenadiers. I'd say conscripts are probably going to win this one. Quite close range here, and they usually do very well in close range. Another Molotov going off on to these Volksgrenadiers, and they're probably going to have to retreat as well. And it looks like he's finally putting up his tech. Very late tech there from BananasInPajamas. He's gone to lay his next tech truck. And we have Soviet Industries here from Sage6. I guess he wants to try out what he saw Baden up to in the tournament. We saw Baden do. And this squad needs to get away. Gonna try team up on this Jaeger squad. Probably needs to close the distance with these conscripts, and here he goes. Try and chase these Jaegers off the top of the map. We've got another engagement down here at the bottom. Conscripts hoorah and throw a Molotov, force those Jaegers to retreat. Another squad of conscripts down there to support. And he's Sage6 has got 2 squads of combat engineers with the flame upgrade. So I guess that's what he did with his early game munitions advantage. He's been spamming these Molotovs as well. Oh, those Jaegers are sniping. And I'd say these conscripts are probably going to get wiped on retreat. Those ones at the top also have to retreat. And that's the problem. Yeah, they do go down over here. That's the problem with Soviet Industries. Up to 3 command points, you don't get a manpower tax, and thereafter you do. And in return you get fuel income. You can see, wow, that's only 23. He's banked up quite a bit of manpower here. His army's only 23. His army size is quite small, and looks like he's decided to destroy this, set it on fire. He's got a set of mines down here as well, stopping any vehicles from advancing over there. And that's the thing, with the mines in that position, troops can squeak past both edges of this if you're ordering them up here or down there, but vehicles won't. So there's a better chance of having a vehicle drive over it with the mines in that position. And now he's just destroying all these houses with his flame point, or engineers, sorry. Looks like Bananas in Pajamas is trying to wipe out this fuel cache. Interesting that you go for a fuel cache when you're Soviet industries. Probably not the best use of your manpower, to be honest. You're already not going to be hurting for fuel income. That might have been the late decision from him to go industries. And looks like he decided to get another squad of conscripts, replace that lost squad. He's going to have to come across this road here. Oh, grenade onto the house. Oh, church. Infiltration grenades. Almost wipes out the engineer. May lose it here on retreat. Yep, down they go. The engineers couldn't make it away. Those infiltration grenades just did way too much damage. And Sage really needs his vehicles ASAP. He's losing out here. All of these Jaegers are wreaking havoc on his conscripts and engineers. He has managed to decap this fuel. Good maneuver. It's a good idea to chuck down some sandbags here as well. Make it a lot harder for your troops to get pushed off that point. If you do that cap there, it's very unlikely that your opponent's going to leave a squad here to defend it at all times. So they're not going to come back to bite you when you try and decap it again. And here we go, we've got a rather late T70. But then again, he did decide to go industries rather late. It takes quite a while to get that tech structure built. And here we go, conscripts try and delay this fuel again, but he's got to get out of there. These Jaegers, 2 squads of Jaegers will knock these conscripts out pretty quickly. Should be able to get out of there, but if he loses another squad of infantry as Soviet industries, that's a huge blow. He'll have a lot of problems replacing that. Luckily, I don't think there are any troops on his retreat path, so he should get away alright. T70 is going to try and harass these Jaegers down here, and they don't really have much they can do against him. And where's that Raketenwerfer? He's got 2 Raketenwerfers. There's one. The other one's garrisoned up here with the Panzerschreck. So this T70 is going to have free range on the bottom of the map here. It's going to knock those Jaegers down, and Sage has now gone into a T-34-76. I don't know what that was. I guess that was a squad of conscripts. I guess that was the squad of conscripts that was retreating. There was a good catch there from Bananas in Pajamas, managed to get them retreating up over all the way down here. Good foresight, knowing their retreat path. And now we've got a Panzerschreck squad down here to chase off this T-70. At the same time, T-34-76 is chasing everything out of this house. And there's a Molotov forcing all of them out of there. I think he probably could have chased a bit further there. He might have been afraid of a mine, but it's not often you see mines from OKV. T-70 is now going to poke its head out over here, see if it can harass something. got to reposition this Raketenwerfer if he wants to do anything about it. And we did see a squad wipe there on one of the Volksgrenadier squads before. The squad that actually wiped out that conscript squad on retreat. And there was Vet2 as well, so there was a bit of a loss for BananasInPajamas, so he will have an easier time replacing his infantry. And we're going to see a Flak Panzer here from BananasInPajamas. Not often you see one of those. From the OKV, or any faction actually. Not often you see them from Ostia at the moment either. It has enough firepower to deal with the T-70, but it's going to lose out to the T-34-76. And we don't see any repair bays yet. Should probably consider chucking up one of those.
The enemy has 300 points remaining.
Starts
Brave
the
infantry have made
crew
the
repair.
ultimate sacrifice. Secured the sector.
That means it can take another shot from the Panzerschreck, though it cannot fire while it's doing that.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory. We have a new T-34 standing by.
And now we see another Raketenwerfer from BananasInPajamas. He's just loading up on them. Fair enough, he must have an idea that he's up against Soviet industries now, seeing them load out and seeing so many tanks early. Sage is in a bit of trouble in terms of infantry. If he loses this squad as well, he'll really be in trouble. T-34, oh, this is a fresh T-34-76 jumping onto the field. Going to try to chase off this Flak Panzer and make sure his conscript squad can escape.
Safety grenades now available to all conscripts.
This T-34-76 is trying to hide behind this house here so he can't get blasted by those Raketenwerfers. Jaegers might wipe out this squad. Vet3 conscripts, that would be a big loss. He's already super light on infantry. With that manpower tax, he can't afford to lose yet another squad. Looks like he's trying to send these Jaegers up. No, reconsider that. Thought he was going to send these Jaegers up to try and intercept them here, but might have forgotten about them. And we do have a repair station going up now. That's good. That is one way that Industries makes up for not being able to have many infantry on the field. You can repair using repair stations instead of combat engineers, freeing them up to do whatever else they should.
We are losing territory.
In this case, probably chuck some mines down. This is always a popular road to mine up here. I think there was a mine over there, so yeah, there must have been a mine that's not big enough crater for it to be a demo charge. And Sage6, he's in a bit of trouble here. He's pushed just about all the way back into his base. Very little in the way of infantry. His tanks are nearly completed repairing. Looks like he's sending this T-70 up to the top. So that squad of Volksgrenadiers with the Shrek doing that, retreating before capping that. Must have had an idea that Sage6 was going to try and wipe that squad. And this Vet4 squad up here is roaming around, seeing what's what. Oh, I'd say this T-70 will probably go down here. He's using that vehicle repair again. Oh, I think if BananasInPajamas micro's a bit better there, he probably could have knocked out that T-70. There was some good use of the repair there from Sage. This is a ability the Soviet Industries grants you. Oh, and the Panzerschreck goes down there. Unfortunately, there's no infantry around to collect that for Sage, so that's probably just going to get picked back up by BananasInPajamas. T70 is up to vet 1. Only 2 kills though. Most of that veterans is probably from taking damage. Whole bunch of Raketenwerfers just camping out in the middle of the map here. And looks like, yep, here we go. Sage now putting up tier 4. That's what you call this building. This one here's tier 3, this one is tier 4. And I'd say he's probably going to be getting a COH2 out. Oh, we briefly popped a SU-76 there. Might have been a misclick. COH2 will do a good job against all these Raketenwerfers. And now he's picking up a 4th Raketenwerfer. He knows that going for the Flak Panther has hampered his ability to get a Panther. So he's just having to go all infantry based AT at the moment. And so he's gone for 4 Raketenwerfers. This COH2 is dearly needed. That's going to blast all of those support weapons. Really good. And this is a good map for the COH2. It's quite hard to chase it, you know, you can fire it from behind this lake with relative safety, and that Shrek has been picked up. One of these squads, I imagine it's got 2 Shreks somewhere. Oh yeah, this one here. 2 Panzer Shreks on them, they'll be dangerous, and only on vet 1 at the moment, but with 2 Panzer Shreks they'll vet up mighty fast. And the Raketenwerfers trying to chase off this T70 don't actually land anything. At the same time, T-3476 is making push across the road. Go and chase this Flak Panzer. There is a mine here. May hit this mine. Yep, there we go. He may still lose his Flak Panzer. Yep, and I think there was another mine there that got detonated from the T-3476's, his own mine, wiping out his own Flak Panzer. That's a bit of a shame there for BananasInPajamas. What's grenade over here? Infiltration grenades on those common engineers in the house. Wipes the house. Now we're seeing the anti-infantry capabilities of these Raketenwerfers. I suppose when you got that many of them, one of the rockets is bound to hit the squad. COH2, I think I missed that COH2 firing. I think it happened during all that action with the Flak Panzer. Raketenwerfers get caught a little bit out of position there by the T-3476. It's going to come to try help these conscripts down here. BananasInPajamas has a foresight. Saw it crossing the bridge, knew it would be going for that squad of Jaegers. And we can see that squad of mines I was talking about earlier. No squads of infantry have run into it yet. So that's something to keep in mind. An interesting mine placement there from Sage. If you want to get vehicles coming across there, that's a good place to put a mine. Well, it's a bit early to say that yet, as we haven't seen any vehicles go across there, and it is rather rare for vehicles to cross that bridge in the first place, but may come in handy yet. T-70 still only on 2 kills, keeps getting blasted by all these Raketenwerfers and Panzer Shreks. Can't get much going. I suppose he can use it for capture though, and it's probably not the worst idea. Quite a quick unit, very manoeuvrable, will be quite good at capping. There's some good shots from those T-3476s on those Panzer Shrek Volksgrenadiers, and they're going to chase these Jaegers off the top of the map. At the same time, Sage is using this burned out Flak Panzer. There's some green cover capping the center VP, and we have the march of the Raketenwerfers. Not the march of the penguins, the march of the Raketenwerfers. They're trying to chase these T-34s to the top of the map. Notice that none of them are on hold fire, interestingly. He's sending 2 up this way, 2 along here. Still plenty of space for Sage to retreat. Oh, he's exposing the rear of this. I'd say this is... Yep, there we go. Exposed the rear of that T-34 Semosiky and it dipped about here, leading to it getting knocked out. COH2 has 2 kills and it's... Oh, he's gone for a KV-8. KV-8 quite good against Rakedenwerfers. Can actually bounce their rocket shots from time to time. Definitely can handle them a lot better than a T-34 Semosiky can. That one's just got to vet 1, 3 kills. And here we go. COH2's moving into position. Don't know what Sage is aware of in terms of how BananasInPajamas troops are located, but this... No, conscript squad. Up to no good. Looks like he's firing on the top of the map there. Oh, he almost wipes out this Jaeger squad. One more. No. Oh, there we go. Doesn't quite get it. It's up to 4 kills now. Probably would have been better to try fire on all these support weapons in mid. After he poked his KV-8's head out. And then with the combined fire of the KV-8 and the Rakedenwerfer, might have forced some of these... Oh, the KV-8 and COH2, not the Rakedenwerfer, what was I saying there? Rakedenwerfer might have caused these guys to retreat, and the KV-8's quite good at wiping squads on retreat. It's not that fast, but its flame projector does a lot of damage. It's very good at chasing squads. You haven't seen the old KV-2 yet from Sage6. It's got to be weighing on his mind, and he is indeed using his tanks in capture mode. It's good. You got to remember that you can do that at tier 1 as Soviet. Capture mode is available, and I think there was a mine there. Only watched one model off that squad though. I think BananasInPajamas was a bit lucky there. Back to what I was saying about capture mode though. It's a good thing to keep in mind is Soviet industries. Most tanks from the Soviet Union do get capture mode at tier Vet 1. There we go, another COH2. This one's trying to hit the center of the map, but it doesn't really do much. Infiltration grenades on these conscripts. The spread was pretty favourable. T7, he gets abandoned there. And it looks like this KV-8 could chase some of these shrieked out Volks grenadiers. Decides not to. Going to try to run off the rest of the troops here. Got some infantry here to support. Should be able to get rid of this. And BananasInPajamas is floating a huge amount of manpower and fuel. You think he'd probably pick up a Panther right now. But it looks like maybe he's got all 3 tech structures. He may be saving up for the old King Tiger. He's not too far away from that fuel wise. Luckily though, with tier 4 constructed, Sage6 will be able to build the tank destroyer, the Su-85. Tank destroyers not good for much, but they can go alright against the King Tiger, as it's so slow. Su-85 can retreat while firing, and it has longer range than the King Tiger. And looks like Sage is moving his he's gathered one of these Kinwafers and he's moved his COH2 here. Gonna try shoot at the ramp, looks like. Getting up close to try and get better accuracy, but he slightly mistimed that. That could have been nasty. BananasInPajamas had a huge squad, a huge amount of his army walking across there. Could have gone badly wrong for BananasInPajamas. If Sage had just got that off us about half a second to a second earlier. And maybe located it a bit further forwards.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
KV8's going to retreat. So is the... Oh, no. He's not going for the KV2. He's getting another KV8. These KV8s are not going to be any good against the King Tiger. All they can do... Well, I mean, you can switch them over to the gun. This 45mm gun is pretty rubbish against tanks. It's got an outside chance of penetrating the King Tiger from its rear armor, to be honest. So I don't know. Sage doesn't know what's coming. He should suspect something. Should know that BananasInPajamas has a whole bunch of fuel banked. Hasn't seen a Panther. Should suspect a King Tiger by now.
the enemy has 100 points remaining.
Interesting that he put his repair bay down here though. Means if he wants to actually use it to repair, he's going to have to retreat his tanks even further. But he might put it up
We
here.
are losing supplies to the enemy.
And we see the King Tiger isn't... Oh, and he has been trading for fuel as well this whole time. So that's going to be a reasonably fast King Tiger. He's had quite good control of the map for the last probably 10-15 minutes. So his fuel income's been pretty good. Where's this COH2 going in? No, it's going on the top. Hasn't hit anything so far. Still only on 4 kills. There we go, gets 2 miles from that squad. Oh, and a KV8 gets abandoned here, then it gets main gun destroyed. But it will get finished off here by this Panzerschreck. Well, I mean, you'd think it would, but it's proving me wrong here. He just cannot kill this abandoned KV8. And it looks like he might try and recruit it. And he might lose a squad here. He could switch over to the 45mm at this point. It takes a while to switch though. KV8's not going to be able to do anything to this KV8. He's about to run into 3 Raketenwerfers here. Oh, and he's flanking in with the T-34 Semosiky. He's going to knock it out with that. And this KV8's doing some big damage. Oh, doesn't pin. KV8's doing big damage to all of these Raketenwerfers, just kiting them around. They're not getting any shots off. King Tiger's on the field. Here it comes. Going to chase off this T-34 Semosiky. Oh, abandoned again. This KV8 just will not die. And this KV8 takes a huge hit from the King Tiger. Needs to get out of there. I'd say he might lose it here. He's just resigned to the fact he's going to lose it, I believe. What's he doing? He's destroyed engine. Well, that's not going anywhere. He's getting around behind with this T-34 Semosiky. And he does have a KV2 just coming onto the map now. KV2 though, it's not that good against tanks. There was a long shot. Vet 3 conscripts try and throw an anti-tank grenade. Oh, and he's got a Raketenwerfer in the house. And that will do some damage to the King Tiger. And that Raketenwerfer that Sage6 recruit gets blasted by the King Tiger on retreat. And that Raketenwerfer also has to retreat out of the house. Just too much fire from these Volks Grenadiers. COH2 firing on nothing once again. Hasn't had much luck with that Kachushka so far, only 7 kills. It's been on the map for a long time, but he is close to Vet 1, which will allow him to get the old concentrated barrage going. This thing wipes team weapons like nothing else, and there's pretty much no way you can dodge it, to be honest. By the time you hear the sounds, it's already... doesn't make such an audible noise like the Kachushka. The Kachushka's normal barrage does. So it's a lot harder to dodge. KV2 up the top here, gonna blast these Jaegers maybe. Pretty rare that we see the KV2 in action. It is very good against infantry. And we're about to see that in action. King Tiger's got his back turned to it. But yeah, against the front arm of the King Tiger, I don't think it'll do too well. Just a bit off target there. King Tiger's not going to try and chase it. Kenworth is trying to set it up on the King Tiger's flank here. And what's that? Oh, he's using his T-34-76 to cap again. That's good. He doesn't have enough infantry to handle it at the capping duties at the moment. He's got to make the most out of his tanks. This is where Soviet industries can start becoming a problem. That manpower tax is quite severe. You can see that even though he is 20 pop below Bananas in Pajamas, he's still getting significantly less manpower income. We really need to tweak this commander a little bit again. He used to be incredibly imbalanced, but now tanks cost more manpower, so it's not quite as prominent. And KV2 is back here for repairs. Looks like the map's going to become just about all Bananas in Pajamas again shortly. Oh, and he's manoeuvring his King Tiger to try and intercept this T-34-76. Luckily he dodges this mine here. T-34-76 is going to take the long way home. You can probably hear the King Tiger roaring around the map. Wants to avoid that at all costs. Oh, there we go, KV2. Looks like he's set it up. This increases its accuracy, I believe. Reload speed and range. Okay.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies. Our points have fallen to 300.
Yeah, it's interesting. It takes a long time to turn on though.
Forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Oh, King Tiger maybe got anti-tank grenaded. There may have been another mine. It looks like there was a mine over here. Okay, so that King Tiger is now exposing its rear armor to this KV2. KV2 is that his rear armor? Yeah, I think it is. He's gonna run over another mine though. KV2 doesn't even manage to penetrate on the rear armor of the King Tiger. Now the KV2's got to worry about... Oh, and there we go. There's the KV2 magic. Blast that Kenworth in. Real good. And here's a tank destroyer. This is what I was saying. Tank destroyers are very good against the King Tiger. Here comes the Kachushka barrage. Trying to wipe out some of these support weapons. And down it goes. That was some terrible play from Bananas in Pajamas. This road is so popular for mines. Yeah, it just hit two mines. This road is so popular for mines. If you're up against a high level player like Sage6, you really need to send some sweepers along there first. And then second off, his mistake of exposing the rear armor of the King Tiger to all of this. There was some big time problems there from Bananas in Pajamas, and now he's fielded another Flak Panzer. Flak Panzer's not going to do much against all of this armor from Sage6. Though I think Sage6 did lose a squad of conscripts somewhere, I missed that. He's down to one squad conscripts, one squad combination he's just fielded. He's got quite a lot of munitions in the bank though. He can't afford to chuck some more mines up. Or another repair bay even. And that gamble of going for the King Tiger really didn't pay off there. I think the Panther would have served him a bit better.
Well done, comrades. The point is ours. It's done.
And a bit of a lull in the action here while Sage repairs all his tanks. You see the VP situation though. Looks like Sage has the edge. Oh yeah, Molotov goes off on these Jaegers. They're in green cover though, should be able to beat these conscripts. Starting to pull ahead, here comes some Sturm Pioneers and off go the conscripts. Looks like he's going to push his armour down the top of the map again. To be honest, I think he probably could have given Sage a taste of his own medicine and got some mines up along this road during that lull in the action when all of those tanks were being repaired. Oh yeah, but that's good. He is putting up a mine down here, though we haven't seen any infantry, and this could go badly wrong with Kachushka firing in that area. And it does go badly wrong. I believe that set off that shoe mine, wiping out 3 of the Sturm Pioneers. Oh my goodness, he just can't catch a break here. Bananas in pajamas. And here comes the KV2. KV2 is pretty much designed to wipe out these Rakedenwerfers. So good at killing them.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
And Flak Panzer's just operating on the flanks. Looks like the tank destroyer might have got the kill on the King Tiger. Combat Engineer's probably going to die here. Tank destroyer gets a good shot off on the Flak Panzer. Gotta be careful there.
Ready for combat.
And that's the thing with these Jaegers, he went so heavy on the Jaegers, but they can't really do anything against these tanks. Don't have the Panzerfaust or anti-tank grenade. Can't get them with upgrade with Shreks. Bit of a problem against Soviet industries. T-34 76 is in a bit of trouble. KV2 misses horrifically there. Don't want to group up your Volksgrenadiers though against such huge amount of splash damage like that KV2 has. You can wipe a squad with one shot and no troubles. And this T-34 76 is probably going to go down here. Yep, runs into that Rakedenwerfer as well as these 2 Panzerschreck Volksgrenadiers. KV2 just can't hit anything. Looks like we got a crush there from that T-34 76. It just can't hit anything at the moment. Now it's dipping around, they're all just getting stuck on each other here. And this is closing the gap VPs wise. Oh, and in comes the Kachushka once again, hitting just about nothing. Oh, there we go, gets a good shot off on those Volks. Oh, gets a really good shot off on those Volks, and they drop one of their Panzerschrecks. At the same time though, SU-85 goes down. It doesn't really have much purpose for it at the moment though. The only thing it can do is fire at the Flak Panzer. That said, Bananas in Pajamas getting close to a Panther in terms of fuel. And he's got enough manpower for that as well. Sage is just using this Rakedenwerfer to cap, and that's not a bad idea. It can chase off the Flak Panzer. And there's nothing else for it to do. No other targets for it to shoot at. It isn't set up though. It'd be better if you set it up facing there. Kachushka up to 12 kills. which, considering how long it's been on the map, isn't really that good. KV2's up to 14. It's doing alright. Didn't do too well in that last engagement, keep missing badly. Looks like he's going to try and recover that Panzerschreck. Probably a missed opportunity there. Those conscripts could have picked that up, I'd say. Not that he really needs it for anything, but just to deny his opponent it would have been a good idea. T-34 Series 6 at the top. Not Vet 1 though, so can't do any capping. He lost his veteran T-34 Series 6. And he's going to have some trouble trying to get these VPs back under his control. This Rekenwerfer just continues to lock down the territory. And we got another barrage here. That's not going to hit anything again. He hasn't had much luck with that Kachushka, to be honest. Though he probably should move it up a bit closer. Close to the edge of the water there would result in a lower amount of spread, especially when you're flying blind as well. Get a huge amount of variance somewhere. Oh, he's gone for 2 Kachushkas actually. I don't even know where that one's firing. It's firing down here. Okay. Looks like I maybe got one of those Steam Pioneers. Yep, got one kill. At this point he should probably consider using concentrated barrage, just poking his tanks out, seeing where the support weapons are located, and then using concentrated barrage, and that will knock out the support weapons in one shot. He's got munitions to burn here, he could definitely afford to do so. And now Sage6 is triple capped. He's in a bit of trouble here. He's down to 80 VPs, triple capped. He's not going to last long unless he does something. Flak Panzer's chasing off the conscripts. Combat Engineer's desperately trying to cap the top, and he's probably seen his Flak Panzer up there. At this point in the game though, we're getting quite deep in the game, 47 minutes. Fatigue's probably setting in for both players. Makes every task that much harder to execute. Especially in such an unorthodox game like this one, you have to think so much rather than just brainless activity. Well, he slowed down the tick. Oh no, he stopped the tick even. Another Kachushka barrage hitting absolutely nothing. Communities get chased off the top, and at this point, oh yeah, looks like he's maybe taking ground into this area. There's a whole bunch of Rekenwerfers here. They're about to blast this KV2. KV2 does a little bit of damage, but doesn't actually kill anything from that. And he has to retreat now. And there we go, he finally actually learns the location, and there we go. Kachushka finally gets a good shot off, knocking out that Rekenwerfer. And what is this from? Looks like he's going for another King Tiger. He's not going for the Panther, another King Tiger. I'm not sure about that decision. His last one didn't work out that well. And up against this force composition, I really think that the Panther would have done better. More manoeuvrable. Could chase these tanks down a lot better than the King Tiger. I suppose what BananasInPajamas is thinking is if he can just lock down 2 VPs and just hold out for not long, he can win the match. Looks like he's going into capping mode here right in front of these Sturmpires, and they've got nothing that they can do against that. Looks like he's sending some Shreks up there to try and deal with it. This one's on very low health though. He's got 2 veteran squads, but they're both back in base. Oh, he's moving his Kachushkas up for the close range barrages. And, I think that was another kill for the KV2 maybe. T-34-76. Oh, that must be a fresh one. That one's only got 2 kills. Looks like he's going in for a crush here. Oh, he does. He manages the crush. Wow, and that Kachushka barrage also doing some nasty damage. And wow, 2 squads of Volksgrenadiers get knocked out just like that. Squashed under the treads of the T-34-76 and blasted by the rockets of the Raketenwerfer. Oh, not the Raketenwerfer. Why do I keep saying that? I keep mixing these two up. The Kachushka. And this KV2 is about to find out that another King Tiger is on the field. And with that, Sage should probably consider building a tank destroyer once again. Exposing a rare armor of the King Tiger again. Sorry, excuse that yawn. And that's the best chance that KV2 has of penetrating the armor, the incredibly heavy armor of the King Tiger. And that Vet 2 T-34 gets knocked out, but at the same time Sage has been pushing through the middle. He's got hold of the middle VP and the bottom VP now. And this KV2's doing some good damage to BananasInPajamas infantry. And this is where the King Tiger has really let him down. It's not only has it come out slightly too late, it's just far too slow to cover the whole map. And it looks like that will be the victory for Sage 6. I really think that second King Tiger was a big mistake there from BananasInPajamas. He did have the Schwerpanzer headquarters right here in his base. He could have built that Panther and he probably could have won. Oh, what was an entertaining match there. I think Sage 6 could have benefited from using concentrated barrage a bit more effectively. Probably planted some more mines after that first lot went off. As for BananasInPajamas, you really should know that there are pretty much always going to be mines along this road when you're facing a good Soviet player. So you should really keep that in mind to sweep those off. And going straight for the King Tiger, I think that was a mistake, and then doubling down your mistake and going for yet another one ended up costing him the match. Oh well, it's a good game. Nice break from the usual grind. GG, well played by Sage 6. Thank you all for watching.